I don't even have a script for this video or anything, but I'm just gonna talk about Elden Ring because I cannot stop playing it. I have 240 hours on my main save, and I'd say roughly about 80 of those, maybe no, like 60 or 70 of those hours are just in the DLC. And I can say without a shred of doubt that it is the best thing that I've ever played. I mean, it is like a whole nother game. Like, as much as I love the first game and the exploration, and granted it's a lot bigger of a map, this new DLC is just like the character designs, the weapons, the oh my god, everything. I mean, I've spent countless hours just grabbing weapons and armor sets just because of how fucking cool they look. Like, I cannot get over how amazing this DLC is. I genuinely feel I could play this for years to come and I will still not be bored. Like, I just mean, like, God, like Mesmer, Radon, like the Putrescent Knight. Oh my god, like they're all just such. They have amazing move sets. They're designed amazing. It's such a perfect DLC, and I am so like appalled that people could be saying that it's too hard or whatever. I don't understand that. It is incredibly hard, absolutely. But you, with as big of a map and with the plethora of new items and abilities, you have the control to play the game however you want. You can use any item, any weapon, anything to complete the game, and somehow people are still complaining about how it's too hard, and I do not get it. My opinion is play the game however you want. Play the game however it makes you happy, however it makes you have the most enjoyment, right? However, you cannot complain about the game being too hard while you refuse to look for fragments or use summons or use a different type of class. You can't bitch about the game being too hard and then not take advantage of the tools it's giving you. It is completely up to the player on how hard they want their experience to be. Some bosses I completely just muscled through with the set I was using, and it was amazing. And other bosses, I used a mimic and got it done. I used a certain spell, I used a certain set, got it done, whatever, and it was still amazing. You can choose what you decide to do, how you decide to play the game. And that's why I'm so confused as to why everyone is complaining and review bombing at launch about how the game's too hard. It is your choice. On Commander Gaius, I spent, I think, 2 hours straight just muscling through attempts, and I was not getting it. I mean, that hitbox is just unforgivable. So I said, fuck it. I'm gonna go grab fragments. I'm gonna go level up, and I'm gonna just get through it. I got fragments, came back, gave it more tries, it was done. And I felt like I earned it because I, as the player, not only gave it the attempts, but decided to go grind for the proper level, and then I got it done. In the state they released it in, it was damn near perfect. Like, yeah, oh my god, some of the bosses are fucking insane. And I think the hitboxes on Commander Gaius and the Hippo are just absolutely awful, terrible, hate them. But being able to overcome something that you just know isn't fair is a pretty cool feeling. But I'm also not going on social media and bitching about how it's too hard. I do not get it. But no, this game, it's a work of art. Everything that it has to offer is just absolutely breathtaking. I mean, step, that first step into the DLC area, into the Graveside Plains, and you look up and it's just fucking breathtaking. Those are those will forever be some of my fondest, like most treasured moments playing a video game was getting on a new save, grinding up, and then walking out to see that beautiful golden sky and hearing about how big the map was, and then getting to experience the Cerulean Coast, Shadow Keep, Belorat, like that, God, like the putrescent skeleton area, even some of the dungeons that I never would have even found if I wasn't trying to find guides on how to get a certain weapon. And Nakey Jakey put it in a perfect way where he says that, like, Miyazaki does not care about you finding all the super secret details and dungeons and maps. He doesn't care. And that's what makes the game so special, is that unlike something like Red Dead or Ghost of Tsushima, where we all have relatively similar experiences, this scale of this map is so big that I have a different experience than all of my friends that have played it, and they all have unique experiences and just overall, like, completely different playthroughs of the game than I do. And I think that is insane. Uniqueness is something that a lot of games struggle with when it comes to player to player, because, there's only a certain amount of shit you can find, and everyone's going to find that shit. But Elden Ring is the first game that's made me feel that I'm discovering, and I am like I am special. Like, that's how it makes me feel. They could have, if they wanted to, they could have made this a completely Elden Ring 2, and they could have kept all this content for another game, but they didn't. They gave it to us only a couple years after the main game in an amazing 40-hour DLC. You could spend so much more time than just 40 hours in this DLC, but they gave us so much content, and it's nothing short of amazing. It is not half-assed or lazy. It is just as, if not more, impressive than the base game. Mesmer is by far my favorite boss out of not only the DLC but the base game as well. I mean, that second phase transition is just as beautiful. It's amazing. It is the coolest character design I have ever seen in any video game ever. And oh, man, it's a very special game. So I hope that everyone gives it a shot. I mean, I know how intimidating, how redundant, monotonous the game can be, but if you're watching this, I please give it a chance. Give it a chance, and you'll be rewarded with a 200-hour plus experience, plus the most amazing DLC I've ever played. So, thank you for listening to my rant. If you did, I haven't posted in a while just because I'm fucking lazy, but I want to get on it. So if you like this, if you agreed, disagreed, whatever, comment and we can have a conversation about it. But yeah, hope you all have a good day.